I spoke to 3 different Twitter entrepreneurs and asked them how they take advantage of Twitter's explosive algorithm to print cash simply by tweeting. And I've spent an entire week breaking down the main mechanisms so that you, as a video editor, can emulate similar results by following an easy formula that I'll break down for you in this video. For all of Twitter's flaws and how much I like to make fun of it, I know a fair few people who are absolutely printing cash by using Twitter's explosive algorithm. Every single one of you, whether you're selling services like video editing or even just selling products, are potentially burning piles of cash by not being on Twitter and using it intelligently. And the best part is you don't need any prior experience to begin printing cash on Twitter today. I'm going to walk you through the business model now that works extremely well and could very well lead to an inbox full of inbound leads begging to work with you. And with that, you can begin charging more money simply by posting tweets a few times a day. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. This video is going to be very practical. I don't think I have to convince any of you how awesome making money is. Let's jump straight into it. The basis of making any sort of money is having the ability to solve problems at a masterful level. We can't be excellent at everything. So even the most incredible people in the world require other people to solve certain problems for them. I'm going to be using video editing as an example of this because that's what I excel at and that's exactly what I teach inside of my Academy of Excellence. But you can actually apply this to any service-based business model. You could get someone like Iman Gadzi, for example, who's absolutely excellent at sales and marketing funnels. But if you ask him to edit a YouTube video which holds high viewer retention, has slick animations, and is aesthetically pleasing, he would be completely lost. Here's where you come in. Problem: Iman Gadzi wants a video edited to effectively captivate the attention of his audience and bring more viewers into his channel so he can funnel them into his products so he can make more money. Solution: you. Hello, Mr. Gadzi. I see you have a problem inside of your business and I have the solution. I can achieve this, and this for you. And in return, I want this. Well, gee whiz, Sam, you're giving me so much value. How could I possibly say no? Boom! That's how you make money. Thanks for watching. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you know this is usually how business exchanges go. The problem you may be running into, though, is that when you send that email, you don't get a reply. Why is this? Well, it's because you have no authority. If you put yourself into Iman Gadzi's shoes, he has an email inbox full of messages exactly like the one you just sent from a bunch of random names, all trying to prove their worth. So how do you stand out in a sea of mediocrity? How do you build authority? We use Twitter. Did you know that Twitter is one of the most incredible platforms for freelancers to acquire clients? With thousands upon thousands of businesses and creators posting job opportunities every single day. The sad thing is, a lot of freelancers don't use Twitter correctly. You may think that simply just replying under these job opportunity tweets will actually land you the work. But you actually run into the exact same problem when you're emailing Iman Gadzi. You don't stand out. What if we built an ecosystem that brings clients knocking on your door? No bullshit cold emailing, no mass replying to job opportunity tweets with your portfolio link. The clients message you, wanting to work with you. This is exactly step by step how you build that ecosystem right now. But real quick, I put a lot of effort into this video. I reached out to many Twitter entrepreneurs and extracted the most valuable information and packed it into an easily consumable video for you to watch. So drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos exactly like this. I'll continue to bring valuable videos directly to your homepage. No mental masturbation or Twitch clip compilations, just pure value. All right, step by step, here we go. Step 1, create and brand your Twitter profile. I want to quickly reiterate that this works for whatever service you're selling, but again, I'm going to use video editing as an example because that's what I do. Curate your Twitter profile in a way which paints the image of a man completely and utterly consumed by his work. You live, you breathe, you shit video editing. Now, the reason I say this is because a lot of people, they set up their business profiles and they fail to really paint that picture of this like obsessive guy guy who's just obsessed over video editing. And if you put yourself in the shoes of the client, this is actually a major red flag, because one of the most expensive and time-wasting periods of an entrepreneur's life is the hiring process. They want to hire someone who's absolutely on the ball, 100% in the game, no questions asked. So if they're hiring a video editor, they want to hire someone who is completely obsessed with video editing and they are happy to do it for the rest of their lives. They're not just doing it as like a side hustle. Video editing is their fucking life. So your entire Twitter profile should project that image of yourself. Completely wipe your history of liking and retweeting edgy memes. The entire purpose of this account is to be a complete geek over video editing. However, I will say this, it's very important to not completely remove your personality from your profile, and also your client interactions. After all, who really wants to work with a complete NPC who has no personality and is just a yes sir, no sir corporate bot? All I'm saying is, guys, just be a little bit more calculated with how you use Twitter, and also how you navigate business relationships. Artem, how do you brand your Twitter profile effectively as a video editor?
I would say the main thing is making it as obvious as possible that you're a video editor. So you can either write it in your nickname on Twitter or just include it in your bio. Regarding bio, it should be as concise as possible. You need to include something that's gonna increase your value in the client's eyes. So either some of your achievements or character traits that make you desirable to work with. Also, your profile should have a direct link to your portfolio. You should also treat your profile like a brand. So pick a color scheme and fonts that you like and use them in all of your posts. As for the profile picture, you should keep it clean and professional. Make sure you're presented well and have a positive expression.
Step 2, post valuable content geared towards your niche. But Sam, why would I do that? I don't want to attract video editors, I want to attract clients. This is where everyone goes wrong. And it's the reason why they continue to run on the same hamster wheel, constantly chasing clients rather than attracting. How do you become the go-to video editor guy? How do you build authority? You build authority by having the respect and the admiration of your fellow man. You lead. Let me give you 2 scenarios. You have a potential hot lead, a client with a budget of $1,000 per video, and he opens Twitter and is looking for a video editor. He opens Jay's profile. Jay is some schmuck who posts about how hyped he is for the new GTA 6 trailer, and he also retweets UFC clips. He does have video editor in his bio, and he does have his portfolio linked. However, Michael is a video editing GigaChad god. Everything he posts is based around video editing. Clips of work that he's recently done, client testimonials, and also edits of fellow other video editors, which he admired and he decided to share on his timeline. Every post he creates has high engagement, with fellow video editors all admiring his work. Which profile is more likely to attract the high budget client? Of course, it's going to be Michael's. The problem is, sometimes we think too short term. While we can continue running on our hamster wheel, constantly chasing client work, it's actually far more fruitful to create an ecosystem which works for us while we're not even at our PC. You could be sleeping and wake up with 5 potential leads in your inbox. That's how powerful this ecosystem is. Artem, what sort of posts should we be making on Twitter?
All of the posts should be video editing related, and again following your brand style guidelines. As for the actual posts, I think they divide into 2 categories. First one is your work, so intros or highlights from the videos you've edited. The second category is something valuable for other video editors, things that you constantly use in your workflow or new things that you've learned and want to teach your followers. You should also remember that what seems common knowledge to you might not be that for others, so even if tip is very basic, you can still share it and 1, get a lot of engagement, and 2, help your peers.
I've also seen that you use threads a lot, and specifically for the sort of value-based posts that you do. And I'm assuming that's because it's like very powerful in terms of taking the viewer of these tweets through like sort of a step-by-step process or sort of a story as to how they can achieve similar results to what you're showing them, for example, in the first tweet, meaning that you can actually farm a lot more engagement from multiple different tweets in the same thread.
Yeah, exactly. Threads is Twitter's take on long form content. So instead of making a one-off tweet where you only can include so much characters and don't really have the space to give much value, you make a list of posts that first gets better engagement and second gives you much more room to provide value.
Step 3 is to keep tweeting and print cash. With this ecosystem set up correctly, you will find your inbox getting full with potential leads. And now you have positioned yourself as a highly valuable and highly sought after video editor or whatever service you're selling. If you continue to cultivate the respect and the admiration of your peers and you essentially hype each other up, you'll create a winner's circle of people essentially dominating a space on Twitter. Now, a few bonus tips which are actually very important, so pay very close attention. Tip number 1 is that not all leads are created equal. Just because now you have a full inbox of potential leads wanting to work with you, that does not mean that you should exercise all of your options. The greatest benefit of setting up this ecosystem is that you get the freedom of choice. You no longer have to work with that nightmare client who gives you 10 million revisions or that shady guy who you're not really sure is going to pay you, because you now have an abundance of options. I've had a few of my academy students, for example, start getting their inboxes full of leads and they start to get overexcited and they begin to take as many as humanly possible, even if it doesn't really make sense or even if there's potential red flags present. If you don't have any standards, you will never be paid your worth. As a rule of thumb, only work with clients that you trust. And if you don't know if you can trust them just yet, at least take half of the payment up front. Safeguard yourself, guys. While there's a lot of incredibly lucrative opportunities on Twitter, there's also a few time wasters. Number 2, boost your engagement massively. I would be amiss if I didn't quickly mention the Twitter ecosystem that I have set up inside of my Video Editing Academy of Excellence. My Academy of Excellence now has over 450 students, all on their pathways to making $10,000 per month online from their laptops anywhere in the world through video editing. Inside of my Academy of Excellence, I've set up a very intelligent Twitter ecosystem which encourages my students to essentially hype each other up, liking, retweeting each other's tweets. With this, we've created a loop of video editors entering the aura of abundance stage in weeks rather than months and getting their inboxes full of potential leads sooner rather than later. You'll be at a significant advantage if you're inside of my Academy of Excellence and you're a video editor. This method's actually working so well for my students that any extra work which they can't take on because they're already busy gets posted inside of the clients and job section inside of their network for other students to take up. And these job opportunities are posted every single day. If you're looking to start generating some serious cash through video editing, there's no better place than my Video Editing Academy of Excellence. Since joining the Academy, how much more money do you make now?
I've literally 5x'd my income in just a couple of months.
Get ahead of the competition right now and begin taking advantage of our Twitter ecosystem. And just for this video, I've actually created a discount code, making it easier than ever to get involved. Use code Twitter at checkout. Click the first link in the description right now. And step number 3, aesthetics matter. People are going to be buying into you and what you're offering. So the way that you present your work and also how you present yourself matters. Some quick aesthetic pointers for you. Only show yourself if you're smart looking, and I would say if you're at least 16. Play to your advantages, guys. If you're a bit of a rugged caveman motherfucker like how I used to look, just go faceless for now, or just neaten up when you present yourself. And the younger you are, generally speaking, it's actually going to work against you. So only present your age if it actually serves your purpose of making more money, or if it's relevant, or if it furthers your chances of landing a client. Don't retweet consumer garbage, as I said earlier, even if you're really passionate about it. You're running a business now, no one really cares if you really like that UFC knockout, for example. Use proper color profiles and themes, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want some inspiration. Don't reinvent the wheel, guys. Look at someone's profile who does it really well, and then just add your own flavor. Don't just copy it one for one, add your own personality to it. And that's how you print cash using Twitter. Use code Twitter at checkout and become one of my over 450 students on their pathways to financial freedom through video editing right now.